Alright folks, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Don Father. I'm live from the car. I wasn't supposed to do AFL car chat at the weekends, but I've decided to do it anyway, so let's get this trending. Hashtag AFL car chat. This is a new thing that's going to be coming on the Don's channel. Not necessarily daily updates, but I'll try and do daily updates, and it will be under the hashtag AFL car chat. Today is Saturday the 25th of May 2019 and it's round 10 in the AFL, and today's game that I've watched live was between Western Bulldogs and North Melbourne Kangaroos. It's the Indigenous round, so all teams in the AFL this weekend will be wearing Indigenous themed jerseys, which are absolutely cool, by the way, and it's absolutely delightful that they do this as well, to celebrate their Indigenous roots. Basically, I'm going to do a review of today's game. It was actually an unbelievable game, to tell you the truth. First of all, first maybe two and a half quarters of the game today saw maybe the Roos be the little bit more dominant team, and they did things a little bit more clinically in front of goal. I think the problem with the Bulldogs in the first one or two quarters was definitely their finishing in front of goal. They definitely sclaffed at a few, didn't they? I mean, in front of the sticks, they weren't convincing in the first couple of quarters, maybe two and a half quarters. But at the end of the third, they started to turn it on a little bit, the Bulldogs, and started kicking a few goals, and that led on into the fourth quarter, which it just exploded. I think from the end of the third and the start of the fourth quarter, you've seen the Bulldogs kicking about 6 straight goals, which was actually phenomenal. They were on top, and they just never kept that momentum. They allowed the Roos back into the game. They put them under some heavy pressure as well, and they allowed the Roos back into it, which was quite exciting, to tell you the truth. And that pretty much first goal back after I think it was about 6 straight from the Bulldog. When the Roos got up there and kicked that first goal, after that they just went on the ascendancy then and saw out the match victorious. I think it was in 114 or something like that, but absolutely unbelievable. Even when they were under pressure, they kept their composure and went out and saw the game out, and which would be and will be, their coach's last game in charge. He's decided to call it a day at the Roos. He's spent 10 to 11 years there, which is quite staggering for him to call it a day. That's a great way to finish his time in charge there, with a huge victory, which looked like it could have went the other way in the fourth quarter. What did I love most about it? The fact that I think the Roos were the dominant team, but the Bulldogs rallied round, kept fighting, didn't give up, battled in the third, took the lead in the fourth, and let it slip in the fourth as well, which shows you how competitive the AFL is and just how enjoyable it is to watch. I mean, there isn't a game or highlights I haven't watched which hasn't been closely contested. Well, there has been some gubbins in there as well, but I mean, two teams heavily going at it. I watched yesterday's match as well, the Friday night game, which would be in Australia, which was Friday afternoon here, which Collingwood went out and won. But that being said, the quality yesterday, it was a low scoring game, yesterday's game, but the quality between the both teams wasn't there. But in today's game, the Western Bulldogs played some lovely stuff at times, and the Roos obviously very clinical. My star performer today actually was on the losing side. It was the guy out in the wing. I'm not sure of his position, the name of his position, but it was Johannesson. Absolutely outstanding. When he picks up the ball, you get that little bit of excitement, don't you? Really enjoyable player to watch. A flair player, turns a man, finds a pocket of space and makes shit happen. Absolutely thoroughly enjoyed his performance, and he did set up one there, I think, in the third as well, when he could have been a little bit more selfish and took it on himself, played it over at his teammate for the easy finish. Absolutely phenomenal advert for the sport. It was shown live in the UK on BT Sport 1 as well, as was last night's game as well. So I will be staying tuned for far more AFL over the weekend and give reviews of highlights if I don't get to see the live matches. But really enjoyed it. Another thing being, lots of people now commenting on the channel, you need a team, you need a team, you need a team. I must admit, guys, I don't actually have a team as such, but there is a but here. When you watch the Bulldogs and you support Rangers and you're British like me, it's hard not to have a little bit of soft spot for the Bulldogs, even though I'm aware that they are not... They're probably one of those teams that are a bit of an underdog. I can't jump on a bandwagon if I follow the Bulldogs. They're not one of the teams that are going to go out there and absolutely win it every single year and dominate. But it's the red, white and blue. It's the British Bulldogs. It's the Marvel Stadium that they play at. The Sweet Caroline tune that get played is a tune that's played in Northern Ireland games as well. So I heard that there. It's the dogged style of play. It's hard not to kind of have a little bit of a soft spot for this outfit. And obviously I read a little bit about their history with their financial difficulties as well, which could be held... which I could kind of relate to Rangers off the field stuff in which we would call soccer in Scotland. Their off the field financial problems they've had, so it's easy to draw comparisons there. But Bulldogs fans, no matter the days of anxiety that come your way, you shall emerge stronger because of the trials to be overcome, and I've got no doubt about it. The Bulldogs will see their glory days because there was quality on the pitch today. It just needed that little bit more composure in front of the sticks. I think Bulldogs threw that away today. I'm not a huge AFL knowledgeable person, but I did think, I do come away from that game and watching that live game today thinking the Bulldogs lost that because of their lack of clinical ruthlessness in front of goal. So yes, the Roos played well, but I think the Bulldogs kind of gifted to them. We're missing quite a few kicks in front of goal. Disappointing the Bulldogs fans will be today leaving the Marvel Stadium. But all in all, a fantastic advert for the sport. Very good football being played today. That was a little bit scrappy at times, but overall a very, very enjoyable game and a lot of good footy being played on display there today. So as a neutral, loved it. Did I want the Roos to win? Probably not. Do kind of have a little bit of a growing soft spot for the Bulldogs because of their red, white and blue and all the things I've mentioned there. But however, all that being said, I absolutely love this sport, and there's not going to be a match that I tune into that I'm not going to enjoy because of the way every match is contested. 100% commitment. What a sport, by the way. Love it. Marks are sensational. But I still love a bit of a solo run when you see a little bit of a magician, a little bit of a wizard pick it up and open up past a player, and you just see the oval. You see the gaps that getting exploited on the oval there, and players are making runs, and somebody just has the bit of imagination to get past a man and play him in with a lovely handball over and a little bit. Goal of the game, I must say, did come from the Bulldogs. Because of that, they just charged, I think, from their own half all the way forward. Great team play and bang, executed the shot with perfection. I give them goal of the day and player of the day as well. However, clinically, the Roos were sensational, and congratulations to them. Thanks very much for staying tuned to my channel and for more AFL reviews. I really appreciate it, and stay tuned for a lot more AFL live reactions and also player reactions. Thanks again, guys. I am the Dawn Father. That was an absolute pleasure. I love this sport. Goodbye.